Joel's family probe deepens as Uncle Ian reveals tantalizing hints about the mysterious Marsten family and their ties to Auntie Vet. Meanwhile, a vengeful Tina York sets her sights on destroying Nora Smith, hiring a mysterious shadow to spy on her and sabotage her new student. As Nora celebrates a surgical success and ponders a strange DNA report, Justin tries to win her over. But their budding romance is interrupted by a disturbing discovery. Nora is being watched. Who are the Marstens and what secrets do they hide? How far will Tina go for revenge? And who is lurking in the shadows observing Nora? The realization that I was being watched hit me like a physical blow. That brief, blinding flash from the parked car, the figure quickly pulling back into the shadows. It wasn't paranoia anymore. It was real. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice clear and sharp, cutting through the hum of the city. Silence. The parked car remained still, its tinted windows offering no glimpse of its occupant. The figure, if there ever was one, had vanished. He was good, too good. I pulled out my phone, my fingers jabbing at his number. The moment he answered, I didn't bother with pleasantries. "Justin," I said, my voice tight with accusation. "Are you having me watched?" His low voice was calm, almost too calm. "Nora, what are you talking about?" "Don't play innocent," I snapped, my anger overriding my usual caution. "I know someone is following me. Someone just photographed me. Is this your idea of protecting me by invading my privacy?" There was a beat of silence on his end. "Nora, I promise you I'm not having you watched. Not like that. Not now." The emphasis on now was subtle, but I caught it. "If someone is following you, it's not my doing. But I will find out who it is. I will protect you." His voice hardened. "Tell me everything. Where did you see them?" I hesitated. Despite my anger, there was a genuine note of concern in his voice, a raw protectiveness I couldn't deny. And his denial felt authentic for once. "A car, near the university. A flash, a camera lens." I briefly described the figure. "Understood," Justin said, his tone grim. "I'll put Lawrence on it immediately. You're safe at the Anderson mansion, right? Don't go anywhere alone for now. I'll send extra security." A reluctant sigh escaped me. "Thank you, Justin." As soon as I hung up with Justin, I immediately dialed Solo's number. There was no time to waste. "Solo," I said, my voice low and urgent. "I need you to pull out all the stops. I was just approached by someone taking photos. A professional. I need to know who hired them, and I need to know now." "Understood, Athena," Solo replied, her tone instantly businesslike. "Any leads? Description?" I quickly relayed what I'd seen. Solo's voice held a rare note of surprise. "All right, I'll get right on it. Be extra careful, Athena." Meanwhile, at Chester's apartment, Pete and Cherry were huddled in front of a whiteboard covered in colorful, elaborate diagrams. Operation Happily Ever After. "Okay," Cherry declared, pointing with a marker. "Phase 1, the pizza date, was a bust. Mom's busy, Dad's confused. We need something more direct." Pete nodded gravely. "Mommy said she needs a new challenge. Something interesting." Chester, sipping coffee nearby and feigning disinterest, chuckled softly. "Something that combines her medical brilliance with, perhaps, a little romance?" Cherry's eyes lit up. "Yes. Something where Dad could be super strong and protective, and Mommy can be super smart and save the day." Pete's imagination sparked. "Like when Daddy found me in the tunnels." "Exactly," Cherry beamed. "But not actual danger, just almost danger. And then they'll have to work together." Chester cleared his throat. "Perhaps a simulated emergency? A charity event with a medical theme? Or a high-stakes puzzle that requires their combined unique skills?" His smile was as conspiratorial as the children's. "I happen to know of a certain upcoming gala that might just require a very particular kind of security challenge." Later that evening, Joel sat in his office, his phone pressed to his ear. Quentin's voice, usually so matter-of-fact, held a hint of excitement. "Boss," Quentin reported. "I followed up on that Marsten lead. It was a long shot, but I found an old contact who remembered something. A specific date, a private clinic, and a doctor, highly discreet, who handled a very unusual case for a Marsten family member around the time Yvette Anderson was pregnant." Joel's eyes narrowed, his breath catching in his throat. "Unusual how, Quentin?" "The records are heavily sealed, boss, but my contact hinted at a genetic anomaly, something extremely rare, only shared by a handful of people worldwide." Joel's mind reeled. rare genetic anomaly, like the one Lily had mentioned Nora having, the one he'd been trying to get confirmation for. A cold certainty settled in his stomach. "Quentin," Joel said, his voice tight, "I want that doctor. Find out who they are, and find out everything about that patient. Everything." The puzzle pieces were starting to fit, forming a picture far more complex and dangerous than he'd ever imagined. He had asked for Yvette's past, and now he was getting it, with a shocking new layer of truth. Who was behind this newest intrusion? Were they connected to Tina's desperate revenge, or to Joel's shocking discovery about the Marsten line? What secrets were they trying to uncover or bury? And how much longer could I navigate this dangerous labyrinth before the shadows finally closed in, revealing the true face of my enemy?
Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.